Good morning, Magda.
Good morning, Tom.
You've got another appointment very soon, don't you? So we're going to go straight to the news. Boom.
Yeah, okay.
First story.
Spanishcomsat to sell 33% of Trakcja to government. The company received a notification from the state-owned Industrial Development Agency about an agreement between ARP and Comsa concerning acquisition by ARP of all shares belonging to the Spanish company. One share is to cost less than the current stock exchange price of 2.70 zlotys. The deal price is 1.70 zloty.
Yeah, so we won't speculate too much on this because it raises more questions than answers. But if they're doing a deal at 170 and the stock exchange price is 270, we saw yesterday the stock plummeted quite a lot. So we'll see what's going on. I don't know if that's politics or if that's an inside deal. But anyway, government getting involved in companies, no, don't like it. Not good for the economy. Not good for the country. Anyway, next story.
DHL to build huge logistics center near Poznań and will employ 800 people. DHL supply chain is building a new logistics center in Żerniki near Poznań with a planned total area of 105,000 square meters. The developer of the logistics center is Panattoni, and Zalando will be the first tenant.
So Panattoni, who has grown up on Amazon deals for years and years and years, is just killing it everywhere in the world. They're going extremely well, building for Amazon. Now DHL Center, Zalando, also e-commerce play. You know, hey, just the money flowing for all the logistics guys. Another logistics deal in works. Okay, next story.
Pepco debut on stock exchange set for today. 26th of May.
Yes.
The Pepco Group said its ambition is to become Europe's leading variety discount retailer. The group's aim is to exceed 1 billion euros EBITDA within 5 to 7 years.
Yeah, great. So we know this is a big deal. Pepco, this is the South African guys selling their big stake. It's not a new issue. It's selling their big stake from South Africa. They have their own problems in South Africa. We'll see how the stock performs. It's pretty fully priced, but we'll see how it goes. It'll be fun to watch that over the next few weeks and months. One of the biggest debuts, I think maybe the biggest for Poland this year, maybe number 2, but a big deal for Poland and very good for the Warsaw Stock Exchange. Okay, next story.
CanPack announces $380 million investment.
380 million.
Yeah, investment. That's right. Thank you, Tom. Investment in Indiana. The Polish European can manufacturer CanPack has announced plans to build an aluminum can plant in Muncie, Indiana, making an initial investment and hiring 345 workers within 2 years.
This is almost like we've put this on purpose. This is to support the North America CE Investment Awards. We didn't. The news comes in from our guys, but this is interesting. CanPack is shortlisted for our top expansion to the US on the shortlist. And they may also be a speaker at our event. And we'll know by Monday or Tuesday. But the big deal coming out of Central Europe, out of Poland, investment into the US. Big deal, which shows you that there's some major investments coming from Central Europe into the US. Big deal. We'll see how that plays out as well. Okay, next story.
Hyundai Engineering and Spanish Tecnicas consortium wins €2 billion plant project. Hyundai Engineering, a plant engineering affiliate of Hyundai Motor Group, said Tuesday its consortium has been picked as the preferred bidder for a €2 billion petrochemical project in Poland.
And this, Magda, if you remember, this is the PKN Orlen project we spoke about yesterday, the day before, big deal. And here we have the South Korean Hyundai and a big Spanish consortium bidding on this deal. Looks like they've won it. Big project, big deal. We'll see how that plays out as well. Next story.
Poland plans enhanced R&D innovation tax incentives. The Polish Ministry of Finance on May 24th announced details of its tax plan for boosting innovation in Poland, including enhancements to the research and development credit, increased deductions for costs related to prototypes and robotics and IP box.
So this is an interesting timing. Again, we had Kacper Kosovic on yesterday talking about IP Box and KR Group, and here the government's planning, just simply announcing yesterday, coincidence or not, that they're rolling out this support for R&D and innovation, et cetera. Robotics, big thing, growing fast, anything automation, big tax savings for companies that are creating intellectual property in Poland. If they are, call up Kacper at KR Group and get them on the IP Box and save millions of zlotys of taxes. That's a pretty obvious plug for KR Group. Okay, next story.
Pol-Inowex benefiting from supply chain reshuffle. The global leader in industrial plant dismantling and relocation sees opportunities as manufacturers look to cut costs and shorten supply chains.
Great story. I love this kind of story. This just shows that the trend of kind of nearshoring or shrinking the supply chain length. Poland is benefiting from that. This particular company is one of those who deassembles industrial plants and puts them back together in a different location. So they've been doing a lot of work in Asia and Africa, and a lot of those supply chains have been, let's say, challenged in the last year. Some of that's moving back to Europe. They're benefiting from that. Good job for them, and they're obviously doing well with this trend, the global trend. Okay, next story, Magda.
Alsim. Poland opens door on DA-42 military simulator training. The own fleet of Diamond aircraft prompted the Military University of Aviation to purchase a new flight simulator, which would have a full cockpit replica and the flight dynamics of DA-40, DA-42 Diamond aircraft.
Maybe we can do a BiznesPolska live one day inside the cockpit.
Yeah,
replica.
It's a fantastic idea. I'm in.
That'd be pretty cool. Anyway, we'll see some more military. Again, we talked about business of military for a long time on this channel. We're seeing more of it. There's huge opportunities that remain in the supply to the U.S. military and others. This is another perfect example. Okay, and the last story for the day is
KR Group announces first comprehensive report on innovation box tax incentives in Poland. The IP box was introduced in 2019 to stimulate the market for new technologies and innovative solutions. Is the scheme fulfilling its aims? KR Group is launching a debate on innovation in Poland, drawing on numerous qualitative studies and detailed data compiled for the first time from the Ministry of Finance.
And this is, again, back to Kacper Kosovic, KR Group. We had them on yesterday. IP Box report, the PDF is available via their website, krgroup.eu. It's a free download. They will have it in English in about 2 weeks. So once again, interesting research on the huge tax incentives being given by the Polish government. Yeah. Magda, we'll get you off to your next appointment. Thanks for doing this earlier today. We will see you tomorrow morning. Have a great day.
Thank you, Tom. The same to you. Bye-bye.
See you. Bye.